a 7-step checklist to optimizing images for search engines. Let me guess, you'd like for your website to be on top of the search page results. And you've probably read about making SEO-friendly content and how to use search engine optimization to drive traffic to your page. But did you know that you can go beyond text-based content and also optimize your images to make it easier for Google to find you? It isn't about loading your website content with a bazillion images the same way people scrambled to stuff their pages with keywords decades ago. While these marketers and webmasters were able to manipulate search algorithms on their way to the top of the search results, their ranking dominance was short-lived. Search engines, with Google leading the pack, eventually penalized websites who resorted to keyword stuffing and some shady link-building schemes. Fast forward to today, search bots and crawlers are becoming more human, and that's a good thing because your audiences are humans, not bots. Although you must build a website with content that will make it easier for Google to find you, the ever-evolving algorithm can also tell if you're trying to game the system. In the end, you have to strike a balance between clear, useful content for your website visitors and improving search findability. So how do you keep this balance if you're planning to improve SEO for your images? Go get yourself a cup of coffee, sit down, and take note of these tips and strategies to improve SEO for your website images. 1. Don't just use images. Use the right images. You've spent hours or days researching and writing about your content. You're now ready to hit the publish button. But wait, you need to add images and photographs. No problem. There's always a stock photo that's perfect for your blog post, slide deck, or even your landing page. Yet, keep in mind that your content needs more than just an image. You have to use an image that's relevant to the subject. How? Use your photographs, upload original videos, or create an infographic that's relevant to your content. For example, if you're writing about an apple pie recipe, share photographs of yourself or someone else preparing the recipe. Perhaps you can make an infographic highlighting the recipe ingredients. It's more personal and helpful rather than posting a stock photo of an apple pie. Besides having creative control over your images, making your visuals provides an opportunity to reveal your unique perspective to your audience. Plus, it makes it more personal, genuine, and relatable. 2. Create visuals that can stand on its own when you take it out from the original content. Sure, high-quality stock images may be a good option. The downside is that a lot of people may be using the same photos because you're drawing from the same pool and collection of stock photography. While there's no clear information yet as to whether or not Google favors original images over duplicates, it makes sense to choose unique visuals if you intend to provide real value to your readership and avoid future Google penalties for duplicates. If you want to ensure that you have original images, prioritize the creation of your own visual content. Work directly with visual content creators like photographers, videographers, illustrators, and infographic designers. If you prefer the do-it-yourself route, content creation tools are abundant for visuals right now. When creating visual content, consider making material that can stand on its own when you take it out from the original post or article. Apart from sending a strong relevancy signal to Google's image algorithm, you can also repurpose them for other platforms such as social media and slide deck presentations. Plus, they're even easier to share as standalone content. 3. Use image formats that speak Google's language. When it comes to images, use JPEG, GIF, or PNG formats. SVG and WebP formats are newer, exciting alternatives too. If you want to go the extra mile in your image SEO strategy, you might consider WebP because it's an image format that is developed by Google themselves. 4. Label your images with file names using words that accurately describe what it's all about as well as its context. Imagine for a second that you're a search algorithm bot. If someone's looking for the best coffee shop in town, you're more likely to recognize the image with the same file name than a picture with a file name of coffee234.jpg. You want Google to know what the image is about without even looking at it. As much as possible, use your focus keyword in your image file name. 5. Pay attention to your file size. Image dimensions matter. According to Rand Fishkin of Moz, you can use 16 by 9, 4 by 3, or square images. 6. Reduce the file size of large visuals. Google takes page load time into account as a ranking factor in its algorithm. If you can reduce the size of the image files on your web page and increase page load speed, there will be fewer people who will leave your website while waiting for your site to load. 7. Write your caption and alt text accurately. Captions are beneficial because not all images are understood right away. It adds more weight to the image's ability to provide more context for Google and search engines to understand. Not to mention that captions placed underneath images are read on average 300% more than the content itself. The same goes for your image's alt text, short for alternative text. Its purpose is to describe images to visitors who are unable to see them. This includes audiences on screen readers and browsers that block images, and users who are sight impaired or otherwise unable to visually identify an image. Being mindful of your alt text ensures all users, regardless of visual ability, can appreciate the content on your site. In their publishing guidelines, Google emphasized the importance of writing alt text properly to boost the content visibility of your images. The biggest takeaway is to use images and visuals that are chock full of valuable content. Context is also equally important. Finally, make sure that your visuals are helping improve the overall user experience as users go through your content. You get bonus points if you can make search engines find your content and images as quickly as possible.